My name is Pete Boudreau with Rad Power Bikes. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Rad Power Bikes. We are a company based in Seattle. We've been around since 2015. Rad Power Bikes is the largest e-bike company in North America. We have well over 600,000 customers today and growing. We recently released a number of new products that are at the forefront and cutting edge on technology and safety as well. We have a complete new lineup with 100% UL certified batteries. We've got a new technology battery, which is the safest battery in the market. And our focus at Rad Power Bikes is really based on our mission of making transportation affordable and accessible for all. And so how do we do that? We build high quality electric bikes in a variety of ways that are still affordable for everyday consumers across North America. We have price points from just over $1,000, and our top highest end model, our Wagon 5 we just released, comes in at $21.99. So you've got 7 different families in there of bikes, everything from a cargo bike to a folding bike to a trail bike to a road bike, does everything you want to do. Our big thing and our big focus is also partnering with government agencies around the country to really make biking more accessible for everyone as well. So what does that mean? Can you commute on a bike? Well, the better bike lanes and transportation options there are can help with commuting and other advantages like that. And so, yeah, it's no better time than ever to get into owning an e-bike. They're affordable. It's going to change your life. I was telling a group today, it can replace cars on the road, because electric vehicles alone are not the solution for transportation problems in the U.S. You need other alternative methods, especially when most commutes are 5 to 10 miles. That can be done on an electric vehicle. Most electric bikes that we have, you're going to get a range anywhere from 35 to 60 miles on a charge. So it's more than can handle all of your commuting needs as well. So last year, I was at our Denver, Colorado store, and the city of Denver had done a voucher program which made e-bikes even more accessible, and based upon the income level of the consumer and then the type of bike they were buying, it afforded them an opportunity to get an e-bike. In this situation, it was almost free for the customer. So he picks up, he was on our day one we opened with this new voucher program the city of Denver was doing, came and he bought one of our Rad Runner models, which is right here next to me, and it can be accessorized with a car seat on the back. So he had a younger kid who he put on the back with a helmet, of course, for safety. And he loaded it up, took off, came in the next day and talked to me about how taking his son to school that first time on a bike changed everything. He was no longer waiting in the car line. They were about to ride their bike on the way to the school drop-off, and how much fun it was. And then I've had other customers, I was telling a story today about, we had one in Santa Barbara area who he's been on a Rad bike for 4 years, has well over 50,000 miles on the bike. He commutes every day 30 miles plus back and forth to work on his bike. He's in the best health he's ever been in. He has no expenses as far as gas. And he says it's just changed his life on how he does it. And it's if it wasn't an affordable and accessible product, he may have never gotten into it. But because we've been able to do that, it allows him to take advantage of riding a bike to work, which I would encourage everyone to do who's in a car. Next time you're in a car, stuck in traffic, especially here in Los Angeles, look outside and think what it could be like if you were in the bike lane riding a Rad Power electric bike. When we started Rad Power Bikes, it was very mission driven on sustainability. One thing that we've learned over the last 9-10 years is that's not the only reason people are riding a bike. So I'm fortunate I get to spend a lot of time in our stores where you get direct feedback from customers. I love it more than anything. So we have an internal thing that we call the Rad Grin. So when someone comes in and they ride the bike for the first time, they always come back to the store with the grin. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And then we have stories of people who, I love when a couple came in and they had not biked for 20 years. They were older. They'd come in and they had had a Rad bike for about 6 months. And they had already put over 1,000 miles on it. And they said, we never had biked for the last 20 years. It wasn't accessible for them because there were some health issues and matters that they couldn't, it just wasn't an ability they could go as far as they wanted. They got on a Rad Power bike, two of them, one for each of them. And now that's what they do for their recreation. They plan trips around it. They found groups. There's groups on social media through Facebook and Instagram where people are coming together as Rad Power Bike owners and vacationing together and doing routes together. And to me, that's just what it's about. When you see someone who bought something for potentially commuting or accessibility or just try something out, and now it's been part of their life, I think that's a huge impact that we get to have every day on customers.